Dear Dave Scott, enclosed, please find the statement you sent me. Sorry I ripped it up. I must have blacked out with the ecstasy of it all. Again. Luckily, I haven't hurt anyone during one of these episodes yet. And I do think the newspapers are exaggerating when they say rampage. Anyway, not to worry. They know me pretty well down at the clinic by now, and they know I calm down soon enough if they whisper administrative error to me for a few minutes. I have a few comments to make on the contents of your last letter. I've itemised them in the same order as you. Cheques and other items at 30 pence, 90 pence. I don't have a chequebook or a cheque card, and so other items must account for the whole 90 pence, and must mean things like eggs and my laundry, things which are no business of yours and which you have no right to charge me for, unless, of course, you've expanded your operation to include selling groceries and taking in washing. Therefore, this charge will remain unpaid. Maintenance charge, £5. I don't need my account maintained, thank you very much. And anyway, as I will explain, I don't believe I even have an account anymore. Paying for the privilege of having an account, or charge account as mine appears to be, is not something I am prepared to do, especially as you haven't asked me. As far as I'm concerned, you can have the account back. But then, of course, there's a small matter of the 2,000 quid I took out of it to consider. This is the first charge of this type I have incurred. £5 for 3 years maintenance is, I admit, a reasonable one, but as you are invariably unreasonable in all other areas of our dealing, I shall assume it's my turn to be unreasonable, so this charge will also remain unpaid. Activity charge, £5.90. Are you serious? Is this like, you did something, that's £5? This seems to be slightly unfair, as I'm engaged in no activity whatsoever with your bank, unless having a bottomless well of debt or wishing I was rich count as activities. There is a standing order which means you yourselves extract money from my building society, which establishment has not cost me a penny in 9 years, may I mention, which you then use to chip off a bit of my personal loan, which debt is a done deal. A frozen, fixed sum we converted my overdraft into and cannot, by definition, grow any larger, unless you loan me some more, which I'm willing to consider. All this activity, you may notice, makes my current account merely an abstract medium and does not involve me actually doing anything at all. I'm just being. You're doing all the doing. In fact, I think I will charge you £5.90 for using my account. Your risibly unjustifiable charge to me will, however, remain unpaid. Excess overdraft fee, £25. So, the boys in the office made this one up on a slow day, eh? Seeing as I haven't actually arranged an overdraft and that any more money is the last thing you will give me, I find it curious that you should actually charge me for the very facility you have withdrawn. Withdrawn, do you see? Do you? And to which you continually deny me an extension, especially as I already seem to have quite a nice one anyway, thank you very much. So which excess are we talking about? Oh, do you mean the 40 quid you charged me for sending me a letter saying I had no money, but because of that letter, I'd actually got 40 quid less than the letter itself said? The 40 quid you then debited to my non-active, excessively overdrawn, well-maintained imaginary account. Yeah, that must be it. Let's just not even talk about this one anymore. Eh? Interest, £7.51. On what? The £25 above? The £25 you charged me for the overdraft I didn't ask for? The £40 overdraft I incurred when you wrote me a letter telling me that the letter put me in the red by £40, which cost me the £25 for not arranging it, which cost me the £7.51 interest. Brilliant. One wonders why you had to write off the £541 million you lent Brazil last year. You must know about that. Daniel sent me the newspaper clipping, I believe. The provenance of this dispute is as follows. I asked for a personal loan to soak up my overdraft, freeze the interest and set a repayment schedule. Had it all drawn up and signed a contract for the specific fixed sum. But during the interim, when I can only assume I wasn't paying attention and you were writing out fabulous cheques for South Americans, this overdraft incurred interest of £7.51, no less. So when I thought I'd cleared everything up in this blanket personal loan, in fact, I hadn't, silly me. Do I really need to mention that this will remain unpaid? Did the Brazilians? I don't think so, Dave. I don't fucking think so. What I would like, if you're still interested in something called customer service, is for you to dump the joke charges on the current account I no longer consider existent and leave me alone to pay the personal loan. No doubt this is prohibitively expensive and against all sorts of banking codes, if you've heard of them. But guess what? Any charge is blah blah blah. Please credit my account with the price of the stamp I used to send this, and don't write back, I can't afford it. Forever in your debt, prisoner 11A09766592.